This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
I'm kind of on the outs with Little People of America. So I tried getting on a dating site once, and they would not let me on there because I'm not a little person.
And co-host Marnie Winfield.
You're tapering yourself down from your hangover or whatever. Oh no, when that started rolling into a whole another entire day of drinking, it just didn't stop.
It is the 29th of January, 2022. My name is Corey Winfield.
My name is Marnie Winfield.
Welcome to the 217 Recovery Podcast. Welcome. It's a good day. And I can talk now. See, what happened was I went to have a procedure done in the city of Grand Rapids, Michigan. So we went there. We flew there in our private helicopter that we don't have. Just kidding. I don't want people to be like, man, I was going to donate $1 million to them, but if they got their own helicopter.
Yeah, no helicopter.
Yeah, we don't want to have one. But it's nice to pretend. Maybe one day, I don't think I would even want a helicopter. But anyway, back to the story. You're just throwing me off all the time. With your big, beautiful brown eyes over there staring at me.
I'm just waiting for you to keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, so we go to Grand Rapids. I had this procedure done, which I guess they had to cut a hole in like some organs.
No.
I don't know. I was kind of out of it.
They had to investigate what was really going on since your gallbladder removal.
Yeah, because I keep getting this pancreatitis, and of course, I view it as, I did the damage in my drinking days.
That's not it.
No. I mean, I'm sure I did damage, but it's not what's causing this. And so I just keep always like, I'm sure it was the damage done. I'm like, no, it's not. But yeah, so hopefully they have it taken care of, but I haven't been feeling all that hot. And then we were going to do a podcast on Thursday, but I really wasn't feeling hot. And then yesterday we were going to do one to make up for the one we didn't do on Thursday. And there's still even some words and things I can't say.
Like you can't meow like a kitten?
No, I cannot.
Which you tried to do earlier.
Yeah, it's like, and it's just like my throat just stops. Because whatever they shoved down my throat, they didn't rip it out with very delicate hands. They just ripped it out. Did you see him do it? Were you
No, I didn't. But that was my first experience with like being like a partner when somebody was, like went in for something. So I'm waiting for him. And then like the doctor comes in and he's not even back yet. So it was like really nerve wracking. He's like, well, here's how it went. And, just explained everything. He had a little diagram of your guts,
Nice.
not real, but like a picture. So yeah, they saw a bunch of gallstones that are still left there in the duct. And he said they did their best to try to make it so the gallstones that are remaining, if they do travel down, that they'll be able to pass through opposed to getting blocked, and then hence the pancreatitis flare-ups.
Did you ask him what his definition of best is, or like how like what does his best consist of?
No, I think that's probably the kind of doctor any doctor would want to be, because he was just like, it varies. I don't know. It could, it couldn't.
Sometimes
he might still, he might not. I'm like, so how will he feel after this? He might have some discomfort, and there's a possibility of him getting another bout of the pancreatitis because of, working in my instruments in the body. And I'm like, what are the chances? He could or he couldn't.
Like, did you clean them first?
He may.
Did you have your intern just run some hot water over him? Like, what happened?
Right. No, I mean, he's a smart guy, and I trust him.
Seems like, I don't know. I see no plaques.
So
I don't even know where he graduated from. Could have been the University of Phoenix Online. Not that I'm saying that that's bad.
I don't know, but
I wish I could get one of those.
He was very attentive, and it was nice that he came in to talk to me before you came back. So
I was out of it. I woke up and I was apologizing for puking so many times, and they're like, "Huh?" Because my throat hurt. You remember this? You remember this all too well. Mm-hmm. Is that when you start dry heaving and you're in that withdrawal stage where you can't even keep water down, and it actually feels good to puke. It's really weird. And even though nothing's coming out and you're just like, And that's what my throat felt like. Like it just
Right.
was like
Or like
so
when you try to
swelled up.
swallow and it just feels like you have like a rock in your throat.
Like what kind of rock?
Like you can't swallow.
I've never had a rock in my throat.
No, it's like it hurts to swallow.
Like a stone?
Like after you have
When-
like dry heaving and stuff after withdrawing.
Oh no.
It just hurt to swallow.
Kind of, but I haven't had the rock thing. For me, it was more like Satan was trying to crawl out.
You had
Yeah,
that
it's
though,
like,
huh?
Yeah, you never had Satan in your throat.
I guess.
He was trying to take the Jesus pipes away because Jesus gave me like radio voice or something. So the devil was trying to come in there. Satan was like, "Give me that voice, son." Meow. That really hurt really bad, and that still wasn't a good meow. I was half-assed attempt, but anyway, yeah, like Satan's like clawing out, like putting his like claws in right in my throat and just ripping, and like flesh is just coming apart. That's what it feels like in my throat right now. So, and it was worse yesterday. So we decided I decided to make an executive decision and try to get some rest, which I could not get
Yeah.
because the pain from my stomach.
Well, we just hope that we're getting to the other side of this at some
Yeah.
point.
I know people are like, yeah, Corey, can you talk about some recovery?
Yeah,
I'm kind of talking about my recovery from the
Yeah.
doctor,
You are.
from Satan ripping my throat out.
We did go to a meeting though
Yeah, we did.
in the hustle bustle town of Cedar Springs,
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah. It was packed.
It was a good sized meeting.
It was a Friday nooner.
Yeah.
It was packed, and they broke it into two rooms or two groups because a couple of kids came in early. I always call everybody younger than me kids.
Yeah. They were probably in their mid-20s maybe.
Yeah, probably late 20s. But anyway, they came in and they're like, "This is our first meeting anywhere." So like, all right, great, welcome, and we're gonna do a first step meeting. And there's so many people. There's like, let's do two rooms, and we stayed in that first room, where then it was, all right, anybody got a topic? We can stay on the first step because that's what a lot of times they do. If it's January, well, they'll do step one, and unless somebody's got something else, and the lady's like, "Oh, I got something else." Okay, well, let's go. What's your topic? Powerlessness. And the dude's like, well, I mean, that is the first step, to admit that you're powerless over alcohol. But yeah, like, well, go with that then. It's like, why did you just raise your hand to say you want to go with something else and it's the same? I don't know. Maybe she didn't know, clearly. But she said she quit
had a lot to
smoking
say.
pot, so that was good.
She had some good stuff to say.
And Robert, the guy who was chairing the meeting, well, he was co-chair, but he was saying that he's never met one person on this earth that was able to just smoke pot on Thursdays, recreationally, like just, hey, every once in a while, smoke a pinner. He's like, I've never heard anybody say that, like, oh, we meet every Thursday, 8:00, and we smoke a little pinner, and only take a couple of hits, and I'm good.
Right.
And the fact that it led me right back to alcohol is something that we can kind of talk about.
What does that even mean, recreationally?
I don't know.
So no matter what it is, if you have a problem with it or if you overdo it, that's not
You
recreationally.
can do it for fun or for whatever.
Because, I mean, so many people that are not, may not be alcoholics, they overdo it on purpose.
Yeah. My thing, if we don't want to get into this
Is that
really
recreationally?
today, well, let's do like marijuana Monday. We'll do like a special show on Monday to make up for our not doing one Thursday, because that's a whole topic in itself. My personal feelings on marijuana is it should be decriminalized. I don't think people should be going to jail and prison for weed. That's just my personal belief.
Are
on
they
that.
anymore?
No. Well, I mean, you can if you're not doing it legally.
What about the people that are in jail or prison for offenses that have to do with marijuana?
I thought they got let out.
Did they?
I don't know.
I'm asking you. I thought you're the one taking the law class.
I haven't made it to that chapter yet.
Okay.
I'll ask Kit. This guy's name is Professor Kit.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Knight Rider. So, yeah. But that's a whole nother topic. But my point is, Robert was saying that, and that's kind of how I felt. A good friend Chris Goss was like, "Oh man, I'll just smoke some weed and every time."
Yeah.
Myself personally like that, so I'm kind of like that Robert guy. I don't know anybody in my personal life that's able to do that. I know, you know her too, Chelsea. I don't know. She says she listens. We'll find out. So I'm putting her on blast. Put her on blast. She says that she can do it because it helps. Well, no, she does it, I think, medically because it helps her headaches, or I don't know, man, whatever. Drinking water helps your headaches too. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. A lot of people get dehydrated and don't realize it. And they're like, got a headache, let me smoke some pot. All right, whatever. But we'll see. I haven't seen her successfully be able to smoke pot and not anything else for more than a certain amount of time. So we'll see, man. I'm hating if that's what she wants to do. That's what she want to do. But I got to the point where I couldn't risk it anymore. Like, I was so tired of that life. Mm-hmm. I did not want to drink anymore. And if anything led me back to drinking, I wouldn't even, I don't touch it. I mean, I could smoke pot right now. I don't want to. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because there's a good chance that it will lead me back to drinking. And I was never any better. I was not a better person when I was smoking weed. So there's advantage 0. Mm. Now, if you're telling me, oh, take your sciatica away. Okay. But guess what? It doesn't. So I tried that too.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. I tried everything when I had sciatica. Nothing. No. I just need to take that nerve, just zap it or move it out of my body.
I can't.
But anyway, let's not.
You need it to walk.
Keep talking about my medical procedures that I don't have. But congratulations, 217. We'll talk about that on 217. A glorious day it will be. February 17th. But a friend of mine was supposed to talk to him today, actually, about getting him going on the right track again.
Good.
Getting some help. Because he kind of was like, look, and he kind of flirted with the idea. But the excuses that kept coming out of his mouth, Rob's a smart guy. Mm-hmm. But he was just trying to tell him, I can't figure this out. Can't figure the computer out. Can't figure it. It's because he don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, if you had to get on that computer to do this and that to get your next bottle or your next fix, he would have been on there right away. He would have got it. You know, but the fact that he, you know, deep down didn't want to. And I appreciate, you know, that he wasn't wasting my time, but it wasn't like I was spending tons of time on him. I was just like, hey, man, you need some help, let me know. But there's some things that you need to do on your own. Mm-hmm. I'm going to talk to him today, and it kind of the same thing we're talking about with the weed. You know, it'll lead you back to your drug of choice at some point. And this kind of happening with him. And it's just like, all right, man, I'm not shocked by this, you know, that happens. But see, he wasn't doing weed. He was smoking, or he wasn't doing weed. He was smoking liquor, but you don't smoke liquor. Well, you can actually, they do in England, but he was drinking. That was his, well, I'll drink then, which he became an alcoholic really quick. And I don't know if that's a common thing. Like if you take someone who, say, is a coke addiction or meth addiction, heroin addiction, if you take them off of that and then put them on alcohol, if they go twice as hard on the alcohol, or maybe the alcohol was always kind of there but never top priority for those guys, I don't know. I
think there's like categories that people tend to get addicted to. Like, I mean, alcohol is a depressant, right? But I don't know if a lot of people don't think of it that way.
No.
And then like stimulants are a whole different category. And then like hallucinogens are a whole different other category. And I think but I think that's a good question. I don't know if like you're prone to, I don't know if it would take you the same amount of time to like get your body be addicted to something else.
Well, like I said, and alcohol is something that's accepted in society. So it means
it's way
the person's
accepted.
probably already drinking anyway. Mm-hmm. So maybe, it's just like, just boom, putting your foot on the gas. Like you're already going 35 mile an hour. Like, boom, this is just stepping on it. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It's the easiest. It's the easiest to get. That's for sure.
Yeah. Once you hit 21.
And even before that.
Yeah. I reckon.
Yeah.
But interesting that I get to talk to him today about that. We were just talking about that. And also God was brought up in the meeting we were at in Grand Rapids. Mm-hmm. And I thought they were going to shoot lasers through me when I said what I said. I said, God hadn't given me nothing until I asked him for it. Because how is God going to give you anything if you're not asking him for anything? Think about that.
Right.
You know, it wasn't until I felt worthy and decided, you know what, I'm going to ask God for all this stuff. And I wrote it down on a list and I got everything. So, well, still waiting on that one. But I have a really good feeling about this month.
Good.
We're talking about baby making stuff. Yeah. Because you and I both want child.
Yeah.
Or two. Or however many the good Lord blesses us with. I don't believe in protection anymore. Or birth control. I'm Catholic now. Hi, I'm Corey. I don't know. Just if he wants to give us 5, then we have 5. That's fine. But you just look at me like
fine with 5 though.
Like, wow, 5. You get married how many times? No, but yeah, when I started asking God for things, that's how things really start to change. You know, but when I first said it though, I just thought they were gonna just like vroom, like lasers through me, and then I'd be cut up. But no, they didn't. They actually waited for me to finish, which was good.
I really liked that. There was the one guy that shared, and he got into like a God of his choosing. He was talking about how he didn't really like the program because he was told that he needed to have a higher power, and that he felt kind of like painted in a corner about the whole thing until he said somebody in the program explained to him that it can be your God. It can be whatever God, you choose. Yeah. Whatever you want to look up to that is outside of yourself, you're good to go. And then he's like, and then I was okay with it.
Yeah.
He's just like, phew. All right, I'll keep coming back.
Yeah, and a lot of people do. Everybody, in my opinion, really has a different view of God and what God means to them. And even I think it really pissed my mom off at it really wasn't a pre-wedding dinner. What do they call that?
Rehearsal?
Yeah. Because we didn't rehearse
nothing.
Anything. But we still had a dinner. Why not? Yeah. Have some barbecue. But my mom told me, "Oh, go ahead and pray, Corey." And I don't really pray around people, and that's something that I just don't do really. And she's gonna try to force my hand, and I said something to her like, "I'm not praying because my God's not even the same God as your God," or something like that. I was being a child. Sorry, Mom. But I apologize on the podcast for that. But it's true though, you know, and for that person to accept whatever he needed to accept with a higher power for him to move forward, that's cool. It's great. Mm-hmm. You know, not everybody uses the AA program. I go to meetings. I don't participate actively. Mm-hmm. Tom from Charlevoix, Michigan. What's up? He says that I do, and I just don't realize it. Hey, that's cool too. Whatever. You know, I got something that's working, and it's going great. I got 3 years. Never thought I'd have that. Mm-hmm. Every day I wake up, and I'm still sober and going after it. So things are going great. So whatever I'm doing, I'm going to keep it up.
Yep.
And I know the podcast really helps me too when I'm not
sick.
Yeah. Having procedures done. And it's something that I do for me. You know, there's a couple guys that were on last Saturday, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eric and Al, and they're going to start their own podcast, and I was trying to help them out a little bit. And good for them. You know, whatever they're doing, if they can do it, if there's any little thing I can help with, then I'll do it. But if they're how did I put it? I can help them like be their coach, mm-hmm. But I'm not going to tell them what plays to run. I'll just give them directions to the field. Mm-hmm. You know, I'll let them know where the game's at.
Yep.
You know, and that's pretty much all I can do with that. And I think they'll do all right, but we'll see. It's harder than what people think. They think, oh, let's just get into it. Let's figure it out. Mm-hmm. But even setting up the microphones sometimes can be a nightmare.
Yeah. But you've commented a lot about the reason why you do the podcast is because it's for you.
It is.
And whether people listen or not, that's just a perk,
right.
I guess. And it's only a perk if they think it's a perk, you know? And that's what it's all about. And so, hey, man, if you got 0 listeners or 10 million listeners.
Right. As long as you can get
as long as you're getting something out of it for yourself, then heck yeah, man.
A couple of family members, because you always can count on them. I can't really count on your mom, though. I don't know if she listens.
She's here and there.
Yeah. Ron will drop in and listen every once in a while. Yeah. Both Rons. Mm-hmm. And Kevin, St. Louis. See, Kevin listens in spurts, though.
Yeah.
And I think we were just having too many, because we have too many episodes, really. I think Kevin was getting caught up. Like, once you get behind, you start like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm 2 weeks behind. Oh, my God. That means I'm 8 episodes. Sometimes 4 hours of listening you have to do just to catch up.
Yeah.
So don't fall behind. Just...
It's not like you can't just drop in if you miss the last 3 months and miss something. I mean, other than the
daily life stuff that goes on every day.
That sometimes
it's kind of a big
talk
deal.
About way too long.
No. It's like a sitcom. You know, you can start at season 1, go through season 2, and then you pick up at season 5. You're like, who's this Marnie woman? And damn, their microphones sound so much better.
Yeah.
What'd they do?
Yep.
Again, Christmas gifts. You know, the mic that you're on is a gift from my mother for Christmas. And then the mic I'm on is a gift from you to me.
Merry Christmas.
For Christmas. Yeah, thanks. And then we still have other mics too. I gotta look at new mics again.
No, you don't.
It's a new year. This mics I got last year. We'll see. But big day today. It could really change your life for the next probably 15, 20 years. Mm-hmm. Are you nervous?
No.
Okay, what we're talking about is getting a little baby kitty. Little baby kitty magic. Here we go. It's
magic
kitty.
Noises. Yeah, we're gonna go and look.
Yeah, because you see the bond that Nico and I have. Nico's a great cat, but she's a daddy's girl. Mm-hmm. You know, when her and I were going through the addiction together, you know, she stuck by my side. Mm-hmm. I still fed her. Mm-hmm. But no, I put her through a lot. But she's a smart cat. She knows when I tell her no. She doesn't jump on the counters. Like she'll scratch up the furniture every once and again. Mm-hmm. But usually it's just to piss me off, I think.
I think she does it when we're gone.
I think so too. But I'll look at her and tell her no and get on her scratcher pad and she'll go over to her scratch. I mean, she knows where she should be scratching. It's just, she's just like, she's on one, you know. Sometimes she's just grumpy.
Yep.
But for the most part, though, we have a nice, cool relationship, and you see that, and she loves you because you feed her. But it's not that same. Like, you don't have a big old fat belly because Nico likes to cuddle on my belly, and you don't have that. So, of course, she's not going to cuddle on your belly. But yeah, you want your own pet, and you know you've been sober long enough where I think that you take care of it.
Okay.
And my advice, though, if you get one today, or tomorrow, next week, or a month from now, whenever, because it will happen. Nico is set up with automatic feeder. I wouldn't let the baby kitty do that. I would have a separate dish. That way, she has to come to you, and you become mama who feeds her.
Okay.
Because you don't want
have different kinds of food. We got senior cat and then baby new kitty. Mm-hmm. That's going to be like totally opposite ends of the age spectrum. So it's going to be different food.
Yeah. And Nico, you can sit there and eat a steak, piece of chicken, whatever. She's not messing with it.
And Nico's not interested in human food.
Which is great. So I have to make sure your cat follows the policy. Because yeah. Anyway, that's the beauty of being sober. Mm-hmm. You know, instead of like, oh man, I gotta go get a bottle before the store closes, or, oh man, how much money do I have? I need to move money from my savings to my checking so that I can, go buy a bottle because I don't get paid till Monday. And oh my God, I can just make it through. Nope, don't think about that anymore. We're just thinking about what can we add to our beautiful life. Mm-hmm. And it's not like we have boats and stuff and helicopters, but we have everything that we could need, and I just thank God for that. And knock on wood, health, we have our health. So, I mean, it's just great. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This recovery life is awesome. And this dude called me today, and he was having some problems, but all the problems were caused by drinking.
Yep. And
he was in a situation where he was not to be drinking, and he drank, which I get it, man. It's hard. Addiction. But if you're in a situation where you're not supposed to be drinking and you've been sober for 2-3 weeks, I think there's some accountability there. And okay, if you drink, you're not supposed to get caught or whatever. If you get punished or in trouble or whatever, reprimanded, whatever happens, you have to accept that. You can't blame the other person then for not doing what you want. Or like, say you had an agreement with somebody and like, hey, I'll do this and you do that. Okay, but you can't drink. Okay. And then you drink and you expect them to live up to their part of the bargain. It doesn't really work that way. And then to blame them, well, they didn't hold up to, well, hold on a minute, man. Who didn't hold up to what? Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but I'm an addict. Okay. Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, point the blame where it needs to go. And I had a therapist, Pana. It was great. I've talked about him many times. He told me that I put a protective shield around the bottle. It was everybody else's fault. Always. Sometimes it was my fault. I would blame me, but I wouldn't blame the bottle. I wouldn't say it was my drinking that did it. It was just me being an asshole. Mm-hmm. Well, what made you an asshole? I don't know. Mm-hmm. No, because you were drinking. Oh no, I'm just an asshole. I drink enough to do with it. Like I would protect drinking so much, and he pointed that out to me, and he needed to. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
And he told me, because I was blaming my mother. Oh, she did this and it made me drink. But your mom made you drink? Yeah. She made you drink. I said, yeah. Yep. She sure did. He's like, so she duct taped you to a chair and just poured liquor down your throat. Well, no. Oh, well, then she didn't make you drink. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, if she would have done that, then yeah, you'd have been in the right. And yep, you can be mad at her all you want, because then she did make you drink. If she duct taped you to a chair and poured liquor down your throat, then yes, she made you drink. Mm-hmm. Other than that, no, she didn't make you drink, and it's like, oh. So learning sometimes is tricky for us. Like I said, I was unaware that I was putting such a shield around alcohol, but you have to take responsibility for it though at some point and just move on, learn from it.
Right.
But to sit there and to start blaming other people for it, and end of the day, it's alcohol. It's alcohol's fault, because you acted that way and made you a jerk. Well, were you drunk? Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let's take the blame off you for a minute. Blame the alcohol, and then realize we need to cut that out. Oh yeah, I already know that, man.
Well, I mean, even in sobriety, like actions have consequences.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I mean, you can take the whole drinking part out of it. Every action that you have there'll be, events that will occur because of that event. And, you have to take responsibility for that.
The pyramid of destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do good things and then more good things happen, more good things. I mean, not always, but.
Yeah, in my history class I'm taking now, that's what the instructor was talking about, was the pyramid of destiny, and how one guy gets cut off by another guy driving and makes the other guy, he used happy face and sad face and grumpy face or whatever he called it. And then the guy who was given the finger, is so upset by getting the finger given to him because he pulled out in traffic and cut the other guy off that he runs over somebody because he wasn't paying attention and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whatever, man. Like, I think that my awareness, how did I put it? To make the other driver aware of their mistakes by using international sign language and maybe like the evil stare, like the brow, like sometimes people need that, you know, to make them aware that, hey, you just almost caused an accident because you're stupid. Stop driving that way. They need it. That's kind of what I pointed out to them. But anyway, yeah, one thing does cause another thing, but if you don't point it out to people, sometimes they don't know.
It's true.
And sometimes you don't know what kind of day the other person's having. You really don't know that a lot of the time. Or if you're in that situation, I was telling you about that guy who called me earlier, like he doesn't know what the other people who he had this agreement with or whatever, he doesn't know what kind of day they were having. He doesn't know who talked to who. All of a sudden now they have to deal with this other problem because he didn't live up to his end of the bargain. So now they got to go back and figure out, okay, what do we do now? You know, like, dude didn't live up to his word, you know, but it's their fault now.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little, it goes back and forth because I can see both ways of it. You know, I can see where, yeah, it's addiction but anyway, so your kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to that. So we might get one, we might not get one.
Right.
How are you going to know?
I don't know.
Just
I mean, I think we need to get a girl kitty because Nico's a girl and girls get along better with girls.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about cats. I'm just saying.
Okay.
No, but I don't know. I just think that I've only ever had female kitties.
Okay. So be familiar. I think how we should pick the cat is we could blindfold you and then I'll just throw them on you. Not like overhand baseball pitch, but I'll just toss them on you. So they'll have to claw you. And if you can somehow catch one before it claws you, then I think that would be the one you would want.
Oh. Just make sure it's female and make sure that's a
You
little
have to
tiny
make sure.
kitty. No, we're going to be able to, the place that we're going to look at them, has an idea of what we want already, so. But we'll let you know.
Yeah. We'll post pictures because kitties are cute. But yeah, that's our day in recovery. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then I got homework to do.
Me too.
Yeah, thanks for listening. And if you did get some out of this, that's awesome. I feel better just by doing it.
Yeah.
I don't do it for a couple of days and I get like, I need to do a podcast because it's like therapy for me. So thanks for listening. I appreciate it. If you don't have the app yet, please get it. And hey, if you feel like donating, feel free to do so because the app isn't free. And the people who let us do the app that we pay money to are going to want more money soon. So drop a $5 up in there. Create a birthday fundraiser on Facebook, whatever, you know, get your friends to pitch in too. But yeah, drop $5. Our donation link is on the app. It's on our website as well, 217recovery.com. And I just posted the Michigan recovery residences, like sober living. I just posted all those on there that are in Michigan that are MARS certified. So if you're looking for places like that, it's on the website, 217recovery.com under resources. But get the app in the app stores, and we will talk to you maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll have Marijuana Monday talk. Who knows? But we're scheduled to talk to you next on Tuesday. And then tomorrow, I'm going to put a Marnie's replay up.
All right.
So just let me know which one you want.
Okie doke.
All right. See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. For more episodes plus bonus features, download the 217 Recovery app and support recovery by rating us in the App Store.